Hi, my name is Kelsey Kinnear and I'm a dietitian from Boone Hospital Center, and today I'm going to tell you guys about a technique that helps you get really crispy, roasted, garlicky potatoes. So it's not super complicated, but when I learned this, I've kind of used it from now on. I won't roast potatoes another way. So basically I'm just quartering some potatoes. There's a lot of potatoes you can buy from the store, whether they're the red waxier kind or the russet potatoes that are bigger. Really, you can do any type of potato with this. It just might have a little bit different inside texture. The red ones will be they'll hold their texture better. The starchier russet potatoes get soft and fluffier and more mushy kind of on the inside, but it's just kind of whatever you prefer. But I quartered these. You can chop them however you want. You can peel them first if you want. I don't typically do that because I still feel like the edges get really crispy. But I'm gonna put them in a pot and basically fill the water up to just cover it. That way it boils a little faster than if you put a ton of water in. And I'm actually going to add some baking soda to this. And the baking soda kind of gives it an alkaline environment that helps kind of give more surface area and texture and crunch with the way that it ends up kind of roughing it up and how it bakes in the oven at the end. So I encourage you to try that. So a lot of people will add salt at this step to just give it more seasoned flavor, but I will add salt later so I don't have to add quite as much to the water. So boil this for about 8 minutes until it's tender with a knife. All right, so we strained the boiling potatoes after about 8 minutes. I'm putting them back in the pot that we just took them out of. And while it was boiling, I just heated up 2 tablespoons or so of oil with about a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half of garlic. And then I'm just kind of gonna keep the garlic in there because I actually don't want to roast the garlic to death, but just kind of strain. You can use a sifter for this if you want, but just strain the oil back on top of the potatoes. And so you're gonna keep that garlic for after you've roasted it. But then the idea is you seriously get really you just stir it really hard. And so the potatoes start getting rough and pasty on the outside. And that's what you want because that's gonna give it texture. So if you want, you can use a spoon to kind of make it more rough. But that's the next step, is just kind of getting it all mashed up. So at this point, I would go ahead and season it a little bit with some salt and pepper, and then just pour it on the sheet pan. And a big thing about this step is just making sure they're not all clumped together, so just spreading them out really good. And then you roast them. This whole time, hopefully you're having your oven preheated to about 425. You're gonna roast them for 15 minutes on each side, kind of flip them halfway through. So we roasted the potatoes and we're going to put them into a bowl. And they got pretty dark on both sides, which is what you want. I finely chopped some parsley, which I'm going to mix with that and the toasted garlic from earlier. So it already has the infused garlic oil on it, and we're going to add just the garlic that we didn't want to roast to death in the oven, and about 2 tablespoons or so of parsley, and just mix it up. And there you have it. It's pretty simple. And you could have made a lot more than this, but this is 1 pound worth of potatoes, and makes a really nice side dish to something else with protein and non-starchy veggies. This is a good carb. Potatoes don't have to be the enemy, so I wanted to be the dietitian that talks about how to cook potatoes because I love potatoes, and these aren't fried, so they are a little healthier. They're not absorbing quite as much oil and calories, but it's a healthy oil, and potatoes have potassium and fiber, and they're delicious. So hope you guys enjoy.